Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, how's it going? So over the weekend I got my fabulous Melt Beetlejuice PR box. Don't know why I'm saying it in that way, but there you go. And you guys said that you wanted me to use the recently deceased palette, so that is the green and purple one. I am not doing face swatches in this video simply because I did them in my live unboxing, but I am using the recently deceased palette. I'm using 2 of the gel liners, and I'm also going to be, lip swatching 3 of the liquid lips. So if that is something you're interested in and want to get my overall view of the palette and the collection so far, because there will be a part 2, then this is the video for you. Keep on watching. I honestly still haven't gotten over the excitement of getting the Beetlejuice collection. It's not even funny. I am going with what you guys asked. My brows look really weird. I don't know what's happening. And I'm using the recently deceased today. I'm not doing any face swatches because I already did that in my live. But this is the palette again. Look at my brushes. This is what it looks like again. You can make out the little imprints. It's super, super cute. And it came with this like little film reel type thing. I was talking to my friend Victoria and she was like, I think I'm going to frame them. And I was like, oh, that's so smart. I may have to do that. Of course, I'm using the Melt mirror today. I'm so excited. Words are hard. This is what happens when I get overly excited. What do you guys think? What did you end up doing? Did you get some of these? I know Victoria did. What did you get from this? Or did you get anything? I'm just using the Jessup 2 to 3. I'm going to do 1 green eye and 1 purple eye because why not? I'll do what I want. It is my body or something. Is it? Who knows? I am going to go into Draw a Door, which is this one here. Yes, my nails are painted. It's unusual. My boyfriend was like, oh, you never paint your nails. I'll paint your nails for you. And I was like, wait, what's going on? So we just sat down last night and he painted my nails for me. I'm still confused. I don't know what I did to deserve him. So I'm still convinced he's in this relationship to get my kidney. At this point, he's put in the work, so, you know, he deserves it. So I'm not doing anything wildly innovative. I honestly just want to use this and play with it. I have been overly excited to play with this. And I mean, anyone who has watched my channel for a while, you guys will know this is my thing. I am in love with greens. I'm going to use this same brush again, but I am going to go into the shade Lost Souls, which is this one. I had a few people saying that they were kind of a bit bothered by the fact that one of the palettes has 8 pans, so the recently deceased one has 8 pans, and the other one, the waiting room one, has 10 pans. I have to admit that does slightly bother me, but not enough to be like, no, Melt, you may not. And I have to say, I am so impressed with Melt and their customer service because I had 1 or 2 like little issues, but I have to say, they are spectacular. So happy, like just even recommending them as a company and to deal with. That just makes things so much easier. Whoa, look at that pigment. I'm using this Spectrum B10 brush. There we go. I eventually found a brush. And I want to go into the shade Beetlejuice, which is, of course, spelled Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I love how all of the names are so clearly linked to the film. And I think that once I have done my makeup like this, I think I'm also going to use the liners. And I'm going to use, I might do like swatches of the liquid lipstick in this video, and then in the other one I will do the bullet lipstick. Yeah, I will have figured it out. I had videos like planned for this week, but now that this has arrived, I was like, no, you need to get this up and on your channel ASAP. So exciting, so exciting. But yeah, I think I'm probably after this just gonna sit down and watch Beetlejuice. I regret nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is so exciting. The box itself is like insane. I love how some people were like, oh, do you think if somebody hadn't pointed out to you that the brushes were there that you wouldn't have realized it? I'm like, I would have eventually, but I was so overly excited. I couldn't process things. I am still overly excited. Same brush again, and I'm going into Draw a Door. But yeah, I was just so overly excited. I couldn't actually 100% understand what was going on. Like I said, I did not buy this. My parents bought this for me for Christmas. So, Mum, Dad, I can't even fathom this. It's so wonderful and so beautiful. I think I'm gonna have to get like a shelf or something to just display this in my Amore Eterno collection from last year. I am such a melt lover. Like, they bring me such joy. Look at that. Like, I love this. This is like a grungy sort of a thing. I'm enjoying it. And I'm also really enjoying doing two different eyes. That's become my thing lately. I'm going into Bioexorcist. Again, loving the link with the film. It's bringing me such joy. I love the mirror. It's so cute. And I don't normally like go for mirrors. Like, I know there has been a big thing over the last couple of years around handheld mirrors, and I've never bothered. I just, you know, nothing ever called out to me, but this calls out to my twisty dark soul, you know. If you can't tell, I was a little bit of an emo goth kid, you know, when I was in secondary school back in the early noughties. I know, I'm old, and I do call it the noughties because it was particularly naughty. Back when Paris Hilton was a thing. She's gone very quiet these days. She's a smart woman, like very smart woman. She just let people think that she wasn't very clever, which honestly, if you're a woman, it's probably the smart thing to do because otherwise people get threatened. Toxic masculinity, you know, it's a lot of fun. I think that looks quite nice. Look, I'm not doing anything wild or difficult. Again, it's just to try and figure it all out. I'm going into Lost Souls again just to deepen it. Probably could have done with a bit more depth in the purples, like, but I enjoy it. I don't care. I was always going to love this palette. I'm probably not the person to look for when this is the review because I'm like, no, just love it. So excited, so happy. Yeah, I think maybe a bit more variation with the purples. Like, if they'd made this Lost Souls a bit darker, I think this would be just that little bit better. But again, it blends beautifully. It works really nicely, so I can't whinge too much. Even though I'm sure you've come here to hear me whinge. Soz, today I'm in a great mood. I've noticed that a lot of my videos lately have just been me being very like, meh, because I've been super depressed. So, sorry. Look, it is what it is. I don't really tend to censor myself on my channel because I just don't think it's healthy to. I think sometimes you just have to feel your feelings. That's, you know, that's my 2 cents on these things. I am going to do, I think, a little bit of a cut crease. And yes, I have brushes here that I really should have cleaned, but you know what? We're all friends here, and we're not going to judge me because that's not healthy. Yeah, I take this Real Techniques brush. I find it really good, and I'm just going into a concealer. Fun fact: if you stand in front of a mirror at midnight and you say that concealer works better than eyeshadow primer 3 times, then, you know, Robert Welsh turns up in your bathroom and he yells at you and tells you to make better life choices. So yeah, that's a complete fact. You know, that's not me making things up. That is the reality of the situation. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go with this eye first. I am going in with the Jessup 237 and looking like a lunatic, and I am going to get overly excited. Absolutely, yes, I will. Sorry, I really don't know what's happening. I am going to go into Little Accident, which is this one here. Again, if you want swatches, go back to my live. I will link it down below. You'll get to see me just getting overly excited. It's weird. Oh, that's a nice amount of pigment. Yes. Yes. Yes, queen. Am I calling myself queen or am I calling the shadows queen? Only you will really know. I mean, that is lovely. What was I was using recently? Oh, Milani. Oh my god, I was using that recently and their shimmers made me so angry. I think I might do a video soon about products I regret buying. Would you guys be interested? Let me know down in the comments. Also, obviously, the next video I'm going to be uploading is the waiting room, so don't worry. I'll be doing that along with the bullet lipstick lip swatches. Because, you know, you want to see what it looks like on real people. I don't have amazing lips, so yeah, soz. I always envy Missa and her lips. Which sounds weird and creepy, but look, it is what it is. I am taking this Jessup JE07 and I'm going into the shade Recently Deceased. I mean, kind of wish I could get away with a perm, you know? Just thought of characters in it and I was like, yeah, perm. Yeah, not enough variation in terms of the purples, in my opinion. And I know I had somebody say that down in my comments as well. And I'm trying not to be overly pernickety because this was a gift. But at the same time, I don't ever want to be dishonest with you guys or disingenuous. But I do think, you see, it's very difficult to tell the difference between the two of these. So I think they could have definitely done something a bit more, I don't know, considered on that. Or even like made it like super sparkly or, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, not enough of a difference, I think, to kind of warrant it. Like, yeah, you can't see much of a difference there. I am going to take a little floofy brush. It is the M562. I love that for just swishing in between. And not that I really have to do much blending because, like I said, the two shades are so similar that it's very difficult to tell the difference. But sure, look, whatever, it is what it is. You know, it's all first world problems, isn't it? Isn't it? Look, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm in a weird mood. I'm taking the JS5, it's a Morphe one, and I'm going to go into the shade Draw a Door again because I want to put that on the outside and just attempt to smack it there. So, are these going to blend into a brown muddy mess? Absolutely. But look, it is what it is. I'll do what I want. This is my channel. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing because I've put the mirror there. Soz. Soz. Look, one day you too will smoosh as well as me. Don't worry, Missa, you'll get there. You'll get there. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this brush again and go into Recently Deceased and just kind of pop that there and just swishy swishy. Yeah, that blends a lot better. Yeah, there we go. I feel better about that particular life choice. I am taking the 237 again, but now I am going into, and see, you can see the depth difference here on the greens. Like there's a nice pale green shimmer and then a very dark green shimmer. So I feel like the purple lets it down. That's just my opinion. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me, Argentina. Sorry. Dealing with my odd non-neurotypical brain. Oh well, you're gonna have to deal with it. Unless you've X'd out of the video, in which case, you know, you probably made a good decision, Soz. I think that is a beautiful shade. I always struggle with this eye. This eye always ends up being an absolute mess because I have very poor vision. So, and that is the excuse that I will stick to. Yeah, it's not a very clean line, but look, it is what it is. I think I'll put gems along here. Why not? Let's just do it. I'll do that off camera because you don't need to see me faffing and having like a breakdown of that. But I feel like Lydia would approve. I mean, she probably wouldn't, but like, you know, that'll do. Okay, I believe you. Sorry, that has been in my head since I got this collection. I am taking the JE07 and I am going into Paranormal. Don't know why I'm saying that in that way. I'm sorry. Ooh, that is very... A lot came off. I did not mean to take that much off. Oh well. It's like me when I was cutting my boyfriend's hair. Took off way too much. Whoops. It's okay though. He doesn't hate me that I know of. I mean, he does, like, obviously hate me to a certain extent because, you know, we're in a relationship and that's what you do, right? You know, you hate each other. Or maybe not, who knows? Oh, see? That's so different. Yeah, the purple just needs to be, I don't know. I love it, don't get me wrong. I love it. I'm not being salty. Just saying. You need a bit more time to think about that, I think. I'm also going to use, I think, the liners. Because, you know, why not? You've come here for my opinion. Because I'm so good at this. And, you know, so talented. Oh, see, that blends beautifully. I was again using the M562 in case you're wondering. Same brushes, both sides, because I am lazy. And I'm taking the Jeffree Star brush from Morphe. You know, do we know her? Apparently. And I'm going into Lost Souls. And I'm just gonna smack that there. Blendy, blendy. Yeah, you can see there that deepens it a bit more, so it looks a bit better. So I'm here for that. And then also going into that forest green again, which is Paranormal. Picking it up with this and then just popping it out. That'll do, won't it? Oh, I like that. Usually I like this eye more than this eye, but this eye I really like today. Just because I don't think there was enough variation there. I really don't. Like, I can't see a difference between those two purples. So it makes it look like it's really plain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this JE07 and I'm going to put Neurotic kind of in the middle. Just to try and do something to make it a bit more zhuzhy. Okay, I believe you. I'm also very tempted to take some of the, what's the word, liquid lips and like shove them onto my eyes, but I'm like, I don't think I can do that. Teresa, you need to make better life decisions. Like, yes, I do, but also don't want to. Okay, and again, I'll find that M562 and just swooshy, swooshy, swooshy. Yeah, I think that improves it a lot because it wasn't going anywhere. I am just going to clean off the excess shadow and I'm going to get the liners and we will muddy through that together because we're friends. Okay, so I have the 3 liners here with me. I have the purple one, which is called Utterly Alone. I have the green one, which is called The Afterlife. And then I have the grey one, which is called 125 Years. I know, look, I don't know what's wrong with me today. So I think I'm going to use the green and the purple. Sorry, I also want to put this back into the palette. Look, I'm really weird. I like having things a certain way. I have these brushes that came with the Melt collection, the Amore Eterno last year because, you know, problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flat brush first. I'm going to do this eye first because in my mind that makes sense, I guess. And I'm going to go into the Afterlife, which, you know, why not? Do I know what I'm doing? I'm really rubbish with liner. So please don't judge this collection on the outcome because I'm not good at this. So So yeah, I'm gonna put this here like that and then attempt to put things together. It's quite sheer, so I don't mind it being sheer, but I'm sure a lot of people would be a bit miffed with that. Okay, you can build it, that's fine. Okay, I believe you. Sorry. It's in my head, and that's just where I'm at now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, no, not this brush, and go into it again and just try and kind of, not clean up, but give the extra detail where I need to. Yeah, I mean, that's really quite pigmented. Oh, sorry, I have a lot of feelings towards that. I like that. And if you don't like that, that's fine. You know, although we can't really be friends, so awkward. So I'm gross and I'm just cleaning through this brush because meh, and I'm going to go into Utterly Alone now, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye because I'm not. Oh, I love how I forgot that this was like a metallic-y purple. So happy. I'll put this there like that. Oh, sorry, I'm so happy. I'm also just like, can't wait to see my parents and just give them a cuddle for this. Like, I told them to look at the live because I was like, you will see me unboxing it, and they were like, oh my god, brilliant, because they wanted to see my reaction for it, and they were like, yeah, you were very happy, and I was like, yes, you did that to me, you wonderful people. I know quite a few people were like, I want your parents, and I'm like, you can't have them, they're mine. I claimed them. Which does make it sound like I peed on them. Which, okay, probably in perspective I probably have at some point, you know, as a child, but not recently. Because, you know, I'm 30. So I'm just filling it in a bit more. That is just, sorry, that purple is, can we all just agree that is fantabulous. Okay, I'm gonna F off. I'm gonna do the rest of my face. I think I also want to put some gems on, and we'll come back. I'll do the liquid lipstick swatches, and I'll tell you what I think of this part of the collection. So obviously having tried two of the liners, the whole of one palette, etc. So yeah, come back. Hello friends, I'm back, and I had to put on like something black and lacy just for Lydia. Anyways, I finished off the eye look. I did put on some gems, so I'm going to zoom you in now so you can see what it looks like all together. All together now. Sorry. So these are the eyes. I think the gems do help an awful lot. Let's just look there. Yeah. So I have now used all of the 8 shades. In the Recently Deceased palette, I used 2 of the liners. I didn't use the mascara. I figured I'd just use my own one because I'm weird about when I open a mascara, it has to be used within about 3 months or bad things happen. Yeah. I think it looks nice. So that was the palette and the liners, but I now have 3 of the liquid lips to try, which my desk is just an absolute, I have so many brushes to clean, but I think I'm going to start off with this one. So it is, which one? Strange and Unusual. Like me. So I'm really rubbish at putting on liquid lip, so bear with. Have I gone outside of my line? Absolutely. Okay, so that is the first one. It is, like I said, Strange and Unusual. In terms of the wand, it's weird and flexible. I prefer kind of more of a stiff wand. That's what Harry said. Mixing of genres, Beetlejuice and Harry Potter. Oh, yes, a breeze! I'd love Melt to do a Harry Potter collection, although Harry Potter is now, you know, the money would go to J.K. Rowling. Anyways, yes, this is Strange and Unusual, like me. Okay, so that was the first lipstick. I really liked that. The colour was fab. I've taken it off. I think it is slightly stained, which I have no problem with personally. The next one I'm looking at is It's Showtime! Yeah. So let's shove that onto my gross lips. Hashtag don't judge me. Who has picked these up? I'm so excited. Totes work appropriate, yeah. You know, it's times like these that I wish that I had fuller lips, because I think then you could really appreciate how lovely these are, but you're kind of stuck with me. I mean, you're not. You can obviously go elsewhere, but please don't leave me. I have serious abandonment issues. Oh, anyways, It's Showtime. Okay, they definitely do slightly stain, but like a flattering stain, and I will hear nothing to the contrary. So the next one then, it's very last of the liquid lipsticks, and it is called Weirder and Weirder, and this is the one that I wanted to end on because it's like dark and vampy and gothic, and it's a total Lydia colour. Like Lydia would 100% love that. Oh, I want to be Lydia. Like, yes, I know I'm 30, but I still want to be Lydia. Oh, I love it. It's such a blackberry colour. I think for this, because it's such a dark shade, I'm gonna get a little bit of a lip liner, like lip brush, just to try and sort it out. Oh my god. Oh my sweet merciful Zeus, I love this. Like this is amazing. This is definitely, I think, my favourite out of all of them. So this is Weirder and Weirder. Okay, so we've looked at quite a few things today. I think I'll start off with the lips. Yeah, let's start with the lips. Oh my gosh, like metallized lipsticks or liquid lipsticks can be touch or go, but I think these are really, really nice. I particularly like that when you get rid, or not get rid of, but like once you remove the metallic bit, there's a really quite an interesting stain underneath it. Can I be real? This is my favourite though. Weirder and Weirder. Not because I think it looks particularly good on me, but I think because this is the most Lydia out of all of them. My little gothic emo heart is just like, oh, sweet merciful Zeus. They're really comfortable. I love the melt formula on a liquid lipstick, and they smell really nice. I don't know why, but they smell amazing. 10 out of 10. I love these. So good. Next thing then, I think that I put them all back into the box because I'm weird and just wanted to put them back in. I only looked at 2 of the liners. Next video I'll be looking at this, and I'll also be looking at the bullet lipstick and the waiting room eyeshadow palette. These were brilliant. I thought I would really gravitate more towards this, but this is really interesting because there's like a metallic sort of a finish to it. Oh my god, so beautiful. Didn't have to work too much to get like a good opaqueness to it, so 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Like this is so good. And then finally we're ending on the recently deceased palette. The packaging, the thought around this, instead of having plastic, having the film reel in it. Oh my god, like I loved that so much. I think the purple and the green colour story was really smart for this because, you know, those are Beetlejuice colours. I think my main criticism is that the purple was a little bit too samey. The green section, the top row, the green, perfection, sheer perfection. You could really kind of mix those around and do quite a few different things, but the purples were a little bit too similar to each other. I think you needed a really, really dark purple. Like if they could have put in this shade, like the lipstick shade into that would have been brilliant, just to have that in there. Fantastic. So as a result, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason I'm taking the marks off is because the colours were a little bit too samey on the purple. However, they blended out beautifully. I love this look. I was going to say I don't care if you don't like it, and I was like, that's going to sound rude, but I actually genuinely don't. If you hate this, that's fair. That's your aesthetic. That's your thing. But I love this. This makes me so happy, and like I said, this was a gift from my parents for Christmas. Gonna try not to cry. But I love it so much, and this has given me so much joy to play with. Like, I normally am great for sitting down and playing with makeup for a long period of time because I have the attention span of a gnat, but I was happy to sit down and play with this for quite some time. So that kind of says an awful lot in and of itself. But that is it. That is the end of the video. If you want to see the next in the Beetlejuice series, that will be up in the next day or two, because I'm actually changing around my schedule because this arrived so early. So do please like, comment and subscribe. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up, don't be gross. But that is it. That is the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.